I'm growing a bit of a July shadow, I think. What do you reckon, Lex? Hello. I tell you what, though, there is one jealous bird over there. Max. He's so freaking jealous. You know, see this Belvedere style pen that I've got. Do you know where I got it from? Dearest Belvedere. Oh, you've broken the Belvedere pen. Oh no. Dearest Belvedere. We'll do it that way. So there we go. Dearest Belvedere. The pen that thou hast supplied me with has become broken because of the cockatoo who did bite us. Maybe we should put tapping sounds. And then ding! 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 What do you reckon? Does that work? Hello? 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 There's a lot of hellos going over here, isn't there? Yeah. Hello? We'll write it. Dearest Margaret, hello. How's that? I don't dot my I's. Gee, everyone's a critic. Yeah, we've lost our... Hang on, I'll be right back with my... Hang on, we can do this. Just grab it like that. Will it work? Will it work? Oh, I can use a kettle. Don't... Like, okay, kettle, right? Kettle. So just put kettle here. Boing. And we just angle it as we need to. Ta-da! Now, I need to go and get... Oh, Michael Jackson. Ow! I'm in a trench coat. I'm not going to wear it outside. There is a cockatoo who flew off my shoulder. Loki, you okay? You okay? You okay, Loki? Loki, you okay? You okay? You okay, Loki? Woo! Okay. Let's go chasing the bird. Come on, Loki. It's all right. He's got freaked out by my dancing. Come on, you'll be all right. I'm not going to do any more of that. Don't you worry. Now, if we ever wonder why Loki is not a fan of Michael Jackson, we've just figured it out. So, it's okay. No more of this stuff. Loki does get nervous. If you do one thing, she doesn't forgive it very easily. So, you may have just watched in live a problem develop. Ain't that right, Lex? It'll be okay. There we go. I think what happened was that I freaked her out a little bit. She flew off my shoulder when I did the droppy thing. Normally she drops with me, so that was okay. But after the droppy thing, she flew right into the kettle. And the kettle, as we all know, is absolutely demoralising to cockatoos. I mean, it's logic, isn't it? You know, cockatoo, kettle, chalk and cheese. I know, a kettle. Hello. Okay, so what shall we say for today? We'll write today's date, which is the 14th. It's Saturday the 14th, which is dastardly significant. We have to repair the quill. Yoink. There we go. Oops, quill has been repaired. Excellent. Now we will write Saturday the 14th. We've still got the light issue, like my halo. Oh! 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 Love it. Anyway, anywho. Hello. So we'll grab a bag, and then we will write. We'll call it Cockatoo Troubles. Should we just shorten it down to a four-letter word rather than just the whole cockatoo? We better not. Okay, so we go cockatoo troubles. Oh, hang on, we'll make it look very 16th century, I reckon, because we can have the pen and everything. We go, okay, cockatoo troubles. Here we go, and then the date is the 14th. Now, for those people who are across the pond, the 14th is after the 13th, yes. But also, in Australia, we go date, month, year. The example I always use, g'day Edward. The example that I always use is that day of mourning of yours, 9/11. Yeah, I was alive at the time. I was shocked too. But 9/11, it's not 9/11 in Australia. It's the 11th of the 9th. That's a good way to remember it. Anyway, so I will write the 14th of the 7th, which is, of course, the 7th of the 14th if you're in America. Right. I'm sure you all understand that. It's clear as mud, isn't it? Okay, so 14th of the 7th. Loki's come for them. You got my phone! I'm not from the 16th century anymore. 14th and 7th, 2025. So we've got ourselves, at least we've got our stuff. Now, normally I give people who actually say hi an amazing welcome. So, Edward Graham has joined the chat. Edward Graham has joined the chat. There you go. Now, I'm wondering if that's going to encourage or discourage people from joining in the chat. Interesting question. We should do a test. I don't mind actually using this as a test platform. A lot of the people here are actually, interested in YouTube or YouTube creators themselves, and so we can all, experiment as much as we like. I suppose you're wondering what this entire hubbub is about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the phone, yoink, turn it around, move the, there we go, grab the phone, get Loki, we'll move her over to the cage. Don't worry, she's happy in the cage. The reason why I'm doing that is Max wants to be outside of the cage, and if Max is inside the cage whilst Loki's outside the cage, Max adopts a state that we refer to as knucking futs. So, I'll put Loki back in for the sake of fairness. And step. There you go. Good bird. And as you can see, she loves it. She's actually more comfortable in the cage than out. So, there you go. I'll get you some food, don't worry. Scratchy poo. No, you just want the food, right? I think she's still annoyed with me for that incident with the Michael Jackson singing. I mean, let's face facts. Anyone who sings like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm coming, Max. I'm coming. All right. I'll leave that open, Loki. Are you gonna escape? You see, basically this door is a polite lock. It's not actually a real one. Eventually Max will figure out how to do it too, but Loki can get out of that. Can't you? Yes, you can. You can. Right, let's go get some rewarding materials for them. And of course, we all know what cockatoos from Australia love more than anything else. Pasta. Yes, we get the pasta. So, Loki, Mamma mia, here you have the pasta. Mamma mia. You're going to break it. There you go. Okay. Maxi Baba, you get the pasta. So here we go. I put it in the little bowl here. Okay. Okay, you guys are okay? Right, well, I'm going to have to go and get changed. I'm going to get out of my accoutrement. Omkfan. Hello from India. I am Australian, my friend. That's right, I know what cricket is. Woohoo! All right, so I'm just going to get my actual jacket because this is too nice. I'm going to go outside. And so in order to be outside, well, you have to have a jacket on, but not a good one. I might have to bring my glasses because I'm sorry to say, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm getting older. And as the world gets older and colder, You gotta get yourself a nice pair of specs. Okay. Soon we'll all be blinded once more. Okay, we're done. I can't even put a stupid jacket on. Alright, this was like from the 80s too. And now I'll get the specs and stick them on my face. Oh yes. Alright. Do I need the... You know what? I'm going to actually discuss these just for 1 second before we go. Okay, and the other thing that I said I was going to do is to give an introduction to everybody who actually joins the chat and says something. So, Omga fun, it's Omga fun. I know it's an acronym, but you know. But you can actually see, oh, there we go. That's a bit... You know what? When I do that a second time, I look like, in my glasses, like Bono from U2. I don't know why it does that. Just emphasises the black glasses. And, of course, Bono with them yellow black glasses. Here we go. Yoink. Now I'm... Whoa, there we go. You see, these are for short-sightedness, so I can read the text, but not long-sightedness, because I have no trouble with the long-sighted bit. I can pick out a fly at 5,000 metres. But we'll sit down here, and I'll take these off for the time being. They'll be useful later. Put this down here, and we'll discuss something quickly. Yoink. Out you go. Like so. Very good. Now, let's have a serious chat, my little friends. We'll have a chat about the knobby. And yes, I'm talking about knobbies, but I'm not being rude, okay? So the knobby is something that miners in Australia and possibly in Hungary and possibly in South America love to get. Oh, and in Africa. A knobby is a kind of an opal. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is that I've come to a disturbing conclusion. And I could be wrong, but it's still just as disturbing. And once you hear it, you can't unhear it. Are you ready for this? So this is what a knobby looks like. And bring it right up to the camera. That's about as good as we can get, I'm afraid. There we go. But that gives you a general idea. And you can see why they call them knobbies, can't you? Generally. Right. Here's another one. Right. Here's another one. This is two knobbies joined together. As amazing as they are. Right. So, there's another one. Now you see, the story of the knobby, as far as people know it, because opal is essentially, it's a bit difficult to define, but it's a sedimentary mineral, right? So it accumulates rather than it comes from the interior of the earth via the volcanism or anything like that. So these things somehow have come about, you know, through sedimentary processes. Now, the traditional story of how this happens is that you have a river or a stream or an estuary or something like that. And that river or stream develops, for whatever reason, a little hole in the sand substrate. Maybe there's some limestone that just rots away or something like that. And into that hole, a mat of algae develops, maybe a slime mold, and then eventually some nematodes. And then there's a Malthusian crisis that occurs as it all fills up with silica. And then you end up with this silica thing, and the white cap at the end of it is actually the death throes of the nematodes. That's what they say at the moment. But you see, now I have a guilty pleasure. I was watching Dr. Pill Popper. Pill Popper? Pimple Popper. I'm so sorry, Dr. Pimple Popper. I didn't mean to slur you. Oh, man. Oh, he's forever Dr. Pill Popper now, isn't he? 2 likes already. Thank you, guys. Anyway, I was watching him, and he actually pulled a tumour out of somebody. And I'm going, you know what? That looks an awful lot like this. And I'm going, what if? These aren't some kind of depression in the ground or whatever else, but what if these are actually fossilized tumours? And people, oh, tally ho, old chap, How you doing? Gen X static, I say. Is that as irritating as other people doing your accent? I have no idea where you are from in England. When I was a young kid, I lived in Cardiff for about, I don't know, 18 months, I think it was. So I can still say and I can still count, I think, to 9 in die 3 pith south north dig. I think I missed something there. Doesn't matter. Plymouth, Devon. That's where that long pier is, isn't it? Please tell me I'm right. It's the other side than Wales, correct? My geography is terrible. Anywho, these things, I like the idea that these things are not so much just depressions in the ground, but they're actually fossilized tumors. Portsmouth. Well, Plymouth, Portsmouth, yeah, fair enough. Near Llandudno, yeah. No, that's the other side, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, far out, I'm getting so confused. Yeah, well, I do apologise for, because, like, England's about the size of Tasmania, which is a relatively small island, and I'm not figuring out where anything is there. Come on. I think we always do forgive each other in the end. Oh, yeah, we forgave the Pom. Oh, yeah, we forgave the Aussie. Okay. All right, so these are knobbies. So I'll put these back in because we've got some better opals to have a look at. And I'll flip this camera around. Boing. Oh, just before we do, I'm not trying to imitate Michael Jackson. I have a few cuts on this hand here at the moment. And so what I've done is I've very carefully wrapped them up so that they don't get any further. Oh, thanks, buddy. Oh, you're pretty cool to put up with me. Yeah. Ordinarily, I give a bit of a song and dance, but I missed out on the song and dance probably just by trying to do your accent, really. Tally ho, old chap. Yeah, jolly good. Over the top we go. But I'm not sure if, Fry is actually the stereotypical English person. They don't like it being that way, do they? They always talk about him being so utterly posh. So, anyway. Yes, jolly good. Yes, very good, very good. I think I'll just get this confounded mechanism. I'll turn it right around and we'll go and have a look at what we have on display. Right, there we are. Thanks to the English gentlemen, we're probably going to have general all night. You'll notice, especially if you happen to be English, there's a slight Cockney twinge there. Bet they would be thoroughly humiliated if that occurred in real life. Oh dear, Cockney, we don't want to be one of them. Okay, all right, let's have a quick check to see if we've got enough water. Ladies and gentlemen, we have enough water. I will turn the enough water on. Ooh, baby. I'm not going to go anywhere further than that, I reckon, because that's terra nastino. Yoik, 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 yoik. And away we go. In there. Come on, you can do this. There's always some problem that occurs when I'm doing these livey streamy things. I'll bet you that's going to end up on the thing. Nope. Okay. Pop that in here. We're good. Pop that through there. That's good. That through here. That's excellent. As a matter of fact, what I might do is I might show you what I'm doing. And it all sorted out. Just so that you get a general idea of what's happening. It's not magic, you know. See, I told you I was Welsh. Okay. There we go. Jolly good. Now. Yes, the Cockney General has come out. Elicited a bit of a laugh or two. Yes, very good. Now, let me see. We'll zoom in and we'll turn this contraption on. Yes. As a matter of fact, the contraption doesn't seem to be working. Let me have a look. I seem to have pulled the containment unit away. And that can lead to some very seriously suboptimal performance of the machine. There we go. Now, no, spiffing it is. Spiffing, yes. Yes, old bean. Yes, old bean. Okay, so what we have here is we have a gravity-fed hydration device. Yes, so we use a commoner cleaning agent, and then we well, I don't know what that substance is. Certainly wouldn't find that in my island. No way. Um, anyway, so use it. We use this stuff. Yes, my servants tend to use it a lot, especially when they're coming out of my bathroom. I don't know if that means anything. So at any rate, we have tubes and paraphernalias of all kinds just over here, and basically they keep the water levels fairly similar as far as I know. That's the law of thermohydramics. Now, we have ourselves an indication gaugement over here. And so we can see that the water level is no longer critical. I call that the subcritical level of the water. So that means that we have plenty of water, which also means that there is another reason why the water isn't flowing, which happens to be rather annoying. But don't you worry about that. We'll get that sorted in just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I tell you. So here it is. Here is the device, and I can feel there is a bit of friction here, so I'll just move the device over here like that, and we'll get the quadrilateral inflator, and we'll move it around. There we go. Let's see if that works out a little bit better. No, it doesn't. It seems to be a little... Oh, there we go. I think it's feeling a bit better. I think we've got some vibes happening. So, there we go. Yeah, that's right. We get the vibes happening here. Now, move this up through the aperture of happiness, and then we go... Oh dear, my wife lost the aperture of happiness years ago. Moving on. So, there we go. See if we can get this working. This confounded machine is confounding me again. Jeeves, where are you? Yes, miss, sir, yes. Can you go and get the persuader? Thank you, very good. Off you go. Yes, sir. Yes, persuade it we will. Yes, that's a good idea. Good old bean that, Jeeves. But don't let the servants hear that. No, they get very jealous. See, Jeeves, he always comes through. That's why he's my favourite servant. It's got nothing to do with the fact that he covered up that embezzlement display. Okay. Oh, it's a poltergeist. Oh, my goodness. Don't you move, you bad rock. A moment's silence for our good friend, Gen Ecstatic. Okay. Happens to the best of us, old bean. Happens to the best of us. Okay, now. Lagging? Okay. Let's try. We will try a separation. Jeeves, can you please fire up the steam engine? Coal in the fireplace and make sure the steam engine's piping hot. MFD Bodo, how are you doing? Apparently, we stopped. It's wither. Oh no. I presume you mean wither. Yes, I know. The last time I used the word wither, I said, it seems that Jeeves is spending a lot of time around my wife. He seems to be with her a lot. Alright, I'm going to go and fill up this because apparently we don't have enough because it's not doing the thing where it's doing the thing. Where is it lagging? It must be like, oh, hang on. Got it. Hopefully. Is it working now? Nope, not working. Let's get it working. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Show some life, son. Show some spirit. Show some spark. Show some oomph. When I was your age, we used to stand... I'll go Yorkshire for that one. When I were a lad, we used to do twice this level. That's terrible Yorkshire, sorry. Here we go, come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. You can see that rip falling. I'm an expert. You know what they say about experts? It's something that was formerly a drip under pressure. Come on. That's mighty annoying. I'll just go fill this up with some water, see if that fixes it. Yoink. Time to increase the pressure. I heard Jeeves saying that. Don't know what he was talking about. Terribly confusing. My wife seems to like it though. Huh. I seem to get no movement. That's what I keep telling my wife. Okay. Not at all annoying either. Not at all annoying. We have to deal with these things. I did that in the Boer War, I told you. That's right. Back in the Boer War. Many, many wars, yes. Frightful wars they were. Right. I think that we've got something going on now. What's going on here? I think we've got a bit of an issue. Hang on. Oh, I see. So that's gone through here. And that shouldn't go up there. That should go there. So we should have, if I just do that with the doohickey here and doohickey there. Here a doohickey, there a doohickey, everywhere a doohickey. I doohickey say so myself. Yes. There we go. Let's see if that, there we go. Excellent. Finally got it going. Jolly good. So this is probably the first one we'll do. This is the first one we'll do. Alright. Bodo. Hello, Bodo. That's where I was up to before everything stopped. I'm hoping that that will have some good results. This one, we just started it yesterday. And I'm hoping that will have good results too. Whoop. Now, if none of those have good results, don't you worry. I have a backup plan. My backup plan involves a much bigger rock. If that much bigger rock doesn't work, I've got something better. Hang on, it takes a bit of effort to get this one out. So, there it is. That one should work. You should see the lovely colour on that one. Yes, very good, very good. So, thank you for the likeation. Yes. Getting the likes that are entitled to me. There we go. Also this one here, lovely little thing. And also this one here happens to have quite a lot of, well, colour basically. Far out, that general is getting an absolute makeover, isn't it? 5 likes. You like the general? From the Goon Show, there's a guy by the name of Major Bloodknock. Oh, jolly good. Yeah. Oh, someone's coming. Oh. Prepare a nice welcome, I tell you. Oh. Then put the cat out. Why? It's on fire. We'll finish this guy off. Hopefully this guy's not got much left to do, to be honest. Yeah, it's just got a little bit of, okay. We'll see if we can give you some side colour, just to show you an idea of what's going on. Basically, what it's doing is it's not behaving at all, in the slightest, ever. So we've got that one. And we've got stuff like this. These guys should take Practically no time at all. No time at all, I told you. So there we have it. We'll just get cracking and I'll show you more attractive stones as they PR. So, over the top, tally-ho and all that. There we go. Just tightening up the corsetry of the water device there, yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of fun in this, well, we try to. I have a lot of fun, I'll say that. You people look at me and go, what on earth is he taking? And I go, I'm having fun. And when we're doing that, we cut some opals. And as you can see, there's sometimes some nice opal that happens. We'll see if this thing actually eventuates in some nice opal. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But what I've decided to do is the larger opal that we're cutting today, I will actually cut it into basically roughly 10 carat sections. And then I will make cabs out of them, regardless of whether there's colour or not. So I bet you we'll get a lot of colour doing that. Now, by word of warning, I've noticed that this apparatus is shaking a lot more than I'd like it to, which tells me that maybe we've got issues. Don't know what's going on, but there is some kind of movement that happens at the bottom of the screen which makes me think someone said something. But when something actually happens, when someone actually says something, I'm going, oh, it's just that again. And I ignore it. Tell you what, I should have gotten Jeeves to fire up the steam engine and fill up the water with the water from the steam engine, because boy, it could freeze the balls of a brass monkey, it could. Right. Damn cold weather we've got over here, damn cold. So cold that the streakers in Hyde Park are describing themselves to everybody. Right. I might actually start the tradition here because the thought that's occurred to me, and the general, mind you, yes, the general, and Jeeves, yes, I know, and Jeeves. Yeehaw! Who are you? Anyway, the thought that's occurred to me is that usually the major issue we have with opals is that making that critical decision to cut or not to cut. And we've got a point here where it's obvious that we can cut it there, so we probably should, and we will. So we're going to cut it right now. I swear, honest, definitely will. Good, we'll do it. I will. Jeeves, put some more coal on the steam engine, will you? Thank you. Ah! I didn't tell the cannon to fire. What? Mexican? What they got to do with it? Have I actually formally welcomed you, Opal Guy, or have I just ignored you and just been crazy? If I have ignored you, then you have my heartfelt apologies, and you will have an introduction. The envy of all the people who ever get introductions on streams. And here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the United States of America. Somewhere in the United States of America, I think the Michigan side of things, but not quite sure, which will no doubt irritate him no end. But with Opal knowledge only to be rivaled by geology itself, with a brain the size of half a planet, 2 moons and an apple pie, with charisma that oozes out of every pore, including a cat's paw, I present to you the Opal Guy. Welcome. Hello, Ibrahim. You'll get an introduction as well. Ibrahim. Bodo Salam Salam. Oh, so Salam, Ibrahim. I do believe, yeah. I don't know much about Arabic, and I'm hoping that's Arabic and not Farsi. But that is a greeting as far as I know. But look, I was wrong once before. Yeah. Finally got into the swing of things. Took a while, but it usually does. I think most of the regulars here do know that. Go. Right, it's at about this time I say to people, you know what? What I call them, mid-rolls, mid-term rolls, mid-something. Sausage rolls? No. Mid-roll ads, there we go. That's the thing I was thinking. Mid-roll ads. I have made sure that this channel does not have mid-roll ads. So what I've done in recompense is to set up another ad. And you can go and hunt through my channel and find, I think it's called Dr. Phil's Tip Jar. Find that bad boy and click on that whenever you like. And hopefully an ad will show up. And that's going to get me my ad revenue in lieu of mid-roll ads. So if you like the idea of people doing that, then I strongly suggest you endorse the procedure by actually clicking on them. Jolly good. I'm definitely more club. Come back here, please. Pretty please. Anyone for tennis? Not you. Where did you go? I think it made it right into the water. Let me have a look. Give me a second to figure out what just happened. That's a nice opal, so I'll keep it that. But let's have a look. Just emptying the water container because it's a bit murky. I think it actually went into the water container. It's a bit annoying, but what can you do? Suppose you can complain about it. That's a good idea. Have you ever plunged your hand in freezing cold water? Probably most people haven't. I'm only going to do this another 5 minutes to do, but I can't fall with something my hand in freezing cold water is good. And he finds it. Oh, grill. I found it. And this. Excellent. And now I'm just coming to terms with the fact that I said drill. Now. Whoa! Water everywhere. Sorry about that, guys. But I found it. I'll tell you what though, there's a lot of water splashing. Just going to fix that up a bit. I moved it over to here so that it doesn't directly affect. And I'll move this over to the top here. There we go. Sorry, I'm just manoeuvring some things. As you can tell, that's now whisper quiet. You can't hear a thing. Come on, you can fix this. There we go. Yoink. Under you go. Bit better. We'll have to do it. That'll have to do. So here we go. Back on the train we are. Probably. Anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this into a cab straight away. We're starting to get colourful, but sometimes if you get a bit... Oh, 6 likes. Thank you. 6 likes, not 6 lives. I hope I get 6 lives. Slightly less than a cat. Here we go. So those of you who are into algorithm watching, I'm having a look at the numbers, 18 and 6. So 18 or 19 views and 6 likes. And I am thankful for the likes, guys, don't get me wrong. And you all have agency in this, but the algorithm tends to try and push things in a general direction. And I think what's happened is a few less people are being pushed in my direction because I haven't published many shorts recently. So I'll keep that in the back of my mind because we can actually test this one out. I'll publish a short tomorrow and then do the live stream and see what happens. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't get me wrong. I trust everyone implicitly on this channel. But if you don't mind, can someone please actually have a look at that last phrase by the guy? I think it's a greeting. But it's Vodoslavna Salim. Can someone please just Google that and find out what the translation is, just to make sure? We don't want anything rude on the channel, that's all. I mean, other than me, I can be rude, but you know. Right, so this was a lot of effort for not much gain, but you know, not bad. Nice little blue stone. I think there's some colour that's coming through there. I won't expend much more effort on this. I'll view it at some stage when we have sunshine. Trouble, of course, being that like I've got a lot to view when we've got sunshine, so it'll take a while to get to it, but we'll see. Or I could just make it. I'll make it an artifact actually. Yeah, it'll be an artifact. That's easier. Right, so the first cube of peaty stone of the night. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, I think it's got enough. Here it is. I think that just there is where some colour is. I'm certainly hoping so anyway. Now, almost instantaneously, I've noticed that there's a crack in there. At the moment, I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist. There's only so long you can pretend it doesn't exist. Tell you how it all goes. That one seems to have drawn a blank. We'll have a look at it in the sunlight though, don't worry. We won't necessarily just send it to the four winds. Quickly, this is a quick one, I don't need to do much with it. Just getting rid of the sand off here. Nice little rock that. Now I don't know if this one's got any in it. We'll just have a look. We can do one of two things. We can turn this into like maybe a pretty birdie or something, just by allowing this natural potch pattern to show. Let's try and see what it looks like. Oh, another like. Thank you very much, mate. can see there's a natural cleavage just through here. Don't laugh, that's what geologists use. Or at least what they look at. I don't know why people think it's so funny. There we go. There is something there. Let's have a look. Okay. All right. It's not the most amazing opal, but it's not actually the worst opal I've ever done either. So, you know, we'll make do with this one. Considering I thought it was absolutely nothing when I just picked it up. You know, a $20 stone over a nothing stone. Yeah, that's a win. Small win, but a win nonetheless. Did I just see a flash of colour too? I think I did. Well, you're full of surprises, aren't you? Sorry. Just looking at it myself. Might be something there. Pop that over in the finished stone section anyway. Right. What I will do before I get to the these ones, I'll just quickly pull out a few stones which I think are going to actually produce some colour. This one I've been meaning to do for ever such a long time, so let's go. Well, what's the similarity between the live stream numbers and the meaning of life? 42. And 9 likes. When did that happen? Thank you, guys. Or did I say that before? I can't remember. No, I think we're good. 55. Skyrocketing. There we go. What? Oh, I don't know. Oop. There we go. Snap. And it's not to leave the room. Now, here we go. Nobody got time for that. There we go. Still a crack in there, so we'll see if that can be ironed out or not, but at the moment we're just concentrating on making a nice stone. We're giving the stone a bit of a hoof trimming. Uh, 81. Now it's spiking up. I think we had a bit of a technical issue at the beginning, Opal guy. 10 likes, 10 likes, 10 likes, 10 likes, 10 likes, woohoo, 10 likes, woohoo. I think all that is a lag feature, I'm afraid, Opal guy, so not sure I'll know what happened ever. Right. Cracked. Weirdly, we are moving into Magnum Opal territory. 99. The number you has reached 99. Churchy, churchy, churchy. I'm a quarter Irish, so I can get away with doing that. Gosh. Have a look, make sure there is pattern on it. I'm not. It's got a tiniest bit of colour. I don't think I can show it to you even, so I won't bother. Just a little bit of pink on the corners. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start slicing up this into regular chunks, and then we'll make cabs out of them. Now this is just for cab making. We're not going to do much amazing. But if some good opal out, we're going to, well, cut a good opal, I suppose. Whoop. Don't worry, the Dremel's possessed, that's all. Wow. This blade is kinky. Come on. I meant to do that. Boy, did I mean to do that. In a semi-facetious sense, yes, but I think we've got some nice red opal here, so we'll see how we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just very quickly clean each face so you can see what it looks like. And then I'm going to drop it under the opal machine. That's very important. Okay, I lied about dropping it under the opal machine being very important. I'm sorry, I'm such a deceptive creature. How will you ever forgive me? Dobby, bad Dobby, bad Dobby. I will hit myself with a... I've got clothing. Marcip gave me clothing because he's generous. No, because I'm sick of seeing you in the nude. Another like, thank you very much. Silently hoping that that like wasn't for wholesome entertainment or something like that. Numbers are literally meandering between like 50 and 150. I'm estimating about 7,000 for the stream tonight. That's not too bad, considering the fact it's so cold I want to go inside. Yeah, okay, so that's good. Nice little shape there. I'll do that one later when my fingers haven't frozen into ice cubes. Okay. Let's keep with the ritual sacrifice of this opal. Okay, going to crank it up a notch so it flings the opal much further. Here we go. There we go. Oh, that's looking good. So what I suggest we do is actually, whoa. Oh, I know. I was looking for the opal. That's what happened. The lag. Fair enough. Thought so. That's promising. So we've got a nice little layer there. So I'll try and cut along that layer. Right, let's see if we can get this perfect. Cut along there. It's a good cut. I can see underlying structure with some sand in it, so that means that I'm doing some. There's some logic to why this stone is the way it is. So let's go and quickly. So. Here we go. Oh wow, well, we have gone from 10 to 13 likes. Thank you guys for doing that. That's nice of you. Up to 26. I was lost in my own thoughts, wasn't I? Sorry. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dr. Phil here, and you'll notice there are no mid-roll ads. So have a look for Uncle Phil's tip jar. Just click on that and watch it. It'll only be 15 seconds, and there might be an ad in it. And that's the reason why I'm doing it that way. So you don't have to get ads. You can choose the time and place of your ads. Nothing to see here. Okay. I'm holding it at an awkward angle, so that tends to throw the opal out. I'm bringing in the other hand into play. Dun dun dun. It still may leap out because I'm not holding it particularly tightly. That's a decision, that's a choice. So I'd rather the stone fling than shatter. And yeah, it can drop on the ground. One thing I was going to do is get some potch, make it into a sphere, and just bounce it around, because it seems to bounce really high even as anything. Maybe even make a marble out of it, if I was on Roy's Rocks. Saw that one. That's another one, I think. So thank you, whoever did that. 13 likes. Brilliant. Yoink. There we go. Hooray, hurrah, hooray, hurrah. And look at this. Yes, we've got some nice colour just under here, which is good. What we'll do is we'll just very carefully shade this to a nice consistency, because I have a feeling we're going to get some nice colour. Now what I'm going to do is, let me have a look. May have to cut it. We'll cut it along here. Now the reason why I'm cutting it up and not making it into a super mega massive huge big opal is because it very rarely happens that way. What you'll find is that most opal cutters get a nice big stone and they're all happy cutting it. Then half an hour into it, they're like, where did the opal go?
So if you sit there and cut it into tiny chunks, you're more focused in your cutting. You get the same size stone, and you get like 15 of them. And one of them might have that beautiful pattern that you wanted. Here we go. There we go. Ay, caramba. There we go. Oh boy. Right. Yeah. There you go. Nearly there. Let's try and see. What I'm going to do this time around is I'm just going to cut it into a rough cab shape rather than all of it, because I've got a few to do. But I'm starting to get cold. Might not even get through all of them. So I'm hunting around also. I'm doing this opal. I'm looking around for one that I can, use as a magnum opal. Some really nice one. Just in case none of these end up being nice. I mean, not that that would happen, because, my channel never does rubbish. Here we go. Okay, normally I shape them a bit better. I'm not going to shape it as thoroughly this time around, but it'll be okay, I suppose, but not perfect, that's all. There's some colour, let's have a look at it. Just in there, let's see if we can get it to shine. Bit too much hope there, is it, people? Let me have a look. Okay, I'll keep carving it because it's sitting there being a little bit obstinate, quite frankly. I don't know why I've got share on my mind. Not the reason you're thinking, guys. But, oh, another like. Thank you. Well, there we go. Nice little stone. I think I'm going to have to... Sometimes you just have to see them in the sun to see how good they are. So I'm not going to invest a huge amount of effort cleaning the stone up because I don't think it's worth it. Of course, if there is suddenly some piece of colour, I'll show it to you. Little bit of visible colour. Not a bad little stone. This is of course the other side. That was a kernel, what you saw there. Little chunk of opal forming inside another opal. There we go, nearly done. Okay, so that's already cracked all the way down there, so I may as well cut it here. Now this might be good. Gives us another axis to work with. So also, the smaller the opal, the more chance you can of getting some colour that will stay with the whole stone. It's worth doing. Oh, there we go. Whoa, 14 likes. I think another like has just appeared on the likeometer. Thank you very much, guys. go. Whoop. Jolly good. Did another like happen, or have I just been forgetful? I think another like happened, so thank you. Well, just in case anyway. No harm in saying thank you. Yeah, we go that. Yeah, the screen's still flickering a bit. I wonder what that means. $16. Woohoo! Thank you. Or am I having memory issues? I don't know. So be a bit cautious here because that looks like something that could be an opal base. Let's have a look. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hedge my bet on that. I'm just going to carve along this way. Hello there, Eric. Eric Torres has joined the chat. Eric Torres has joined the chat. He is a wonderful Eric, wonderful Eric. Eric Torres has joined the chat. Some action. The opal cutting in half, finally. People enjoy that. Okay. I will remember that. So here's that artifact that we're hoping will produce so much. See what it does. All I can say is a little bit. Oh, maybe a bit more. Let's go this side. May have to reface the whole opal, but it will be worth it if it's what I think it is. Not worth it if it's what I think it is. Or psychology. It's fantastic. Right, well, we don't have to worry. We don't have time to stew over this. We'll get this one done. Hurry ho and all that. Right. So this one is alright, but nothing amazing. It'll be an artifact, so just a reminder of the stream. I'm going to take a bit of a risk, see if this guy here, wedged between two pieces of rock, has got any colour. 50-50 basically. Too cold. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. I'll show you in a second. I think we just got our magnum opal. Well, hopefully anyway. Sorry, I'm just putting the glove back together. and checking to see if the opal's still got what I think it's got. Got less of it, but hopefully we can survive it. Got a crack in it too. We'll try and get rid of that. Not as good as I was hoping, but let's try the other side. It certainly does look like that's boulder opal when you see that splat on the side. Interesting. So I'll just get this finished. All right, not exactly what I was hoping for, but not bad. Have a look at that. That's nice little segue stone, I suppose. Quickly look around, see if I can spot one that's going to give us the payoff we want, the immediate payoff. This one might do it. Let's go. I think you guys can actually see the opal just glowing through here now, can't you? So at least this will do what we want. One day I'll turn this machine around because I should push the face into the machine rather than the other way around. Make it last all longer. Yep, there we go. Whoop. Oh, 96 people there. Hello, 96 people. There we go. All right. Don't worry, we've got one more thing to do before we finish up. Yoink. Dink. Glove off. It's amazing how, like, even it's a white glove at the start, and I've just put the fingers of the glove over here. Still, the reason why I'm taking them off is the birds don't like the glove, so... Oh, that sounds really bad. That's not what I meant. All right. Ding, 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 ding. Hey guys, flipping it round, flipping the bird, so to speak. Hey pony. None of these birds that you're seeing are pony. The is that one. Hello. Hello. Right. There we go. Hello Loki. Hello Loki. Hello Loki, hello Loki.
Right. Okay. Well, hopefully I didn't just turn the mute on, which I might have done. All right, I'll leave you to look at the birds whilst I quickly yoink the jacket. There we go. Consider the jacket yoinked. Gloves away. No more Michael Jacksoning for me. Right, sorry, I'm just taking the little finger gloves off. Oop. All right, swapping around. Hello, little birdie. Scratchy poo, Scratchy poo does whatever Scratchy poo does. There you go, have a scratchy, amazing Loki there. There you go. Hello, hello. That's Max getting jealous. I'll let Max out a bit because Max has been very patient all day. I've been doing all sorts of things all day. None of them been letting Max out, and that's a bit cruel, isn't it, Maxie Poo? A Scratchy Poo? Yeah. There you go. I know. He's a bit. He's going, I don't know what that thing on your finger is. I'm not exactly happy with that situation. Don't you worry. No harm will come to you. What I will do is I'll take that out. Do you want the... would you like the perch of perchiness? There you go. Ding. Yeah. Right. Give him 5 seconds because I need to just take my band-aids off. And then we'll get on to the rest of the proceedings. Right, Max. Just having to get away from the cage so that Max can... There you go. Good. Oh. You're not going to eat the camera. No. No eating the camera. There we go. Right. Is he in the shot? I'll do something about that. Let me do this. Let me do this. I know. I'm just going to put the camera up so that they can see her. That's all. No biggies. Just put the camera. Angle it up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Scratch your yeah, scratch. Got a few pins, mate. Just a few pins. Ordinarily, you shouldn't let the birds be higher than you, but as I've been saying about Max, look, there's some detritus. With Max, he's had a hard life, so do the wrong thing, let him feel dominant, is what I say. It's not going to hurt anyone. And he's not got any control issues. He's actually quite self-controlled. He's quite a clever bird. He's quite responsive to what he thinks you want. But he also says, no, I'm not doing that if he doesn't want to. And I think that's fair enough. We discuss it. We negotiate, don't we, Max? So I kind of say, please don't bite me a lot. Okay. I'm just using this moment because normally when I'm scratching him with the camera, it's a lot harder. So it's much easier when you've got a hand free. Yeah, that's the stuff, isn't it? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, getting scratching the head, scratching the head. Crest. Oh yeah, this is the life of the salon de cockatoo. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Right. Oh, Loki's going to sleep. Dare I wake him? Huh? Do you want to come out or are you done? You done? I think Loki's done, so what I'll do is I'll just, I can do everything this way, yeah. Hey, Maxie Bubba. Right. Got your friends? Here we go. Hang on. Here we go. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? How amazing. I didn't know I had a talking pigeon. Just between you and me, her name's Pony, but she's actually a pigeon. I know. I'm surprised as well. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Did you hear that again? Honestly, I swear on the grave of Mussolini that I didn't say that. It must have been the bird. If it was the bird saying it, then it's something you must do. Because we know that's stuff that we must do. Ain't that right, little bird? Oh, really? Really? Max, did you really do that? He pooed. All right. Anywho, it's been wonderful. Whoop, there you go. I know. Normally I'm just holding her with one hand, and so you don't often see the fact that she actually does have autonomy around here. So anyway, it was a great stream. It was a cold stream, a very, very cold stream. Actually, a really, 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 really cold stream. See ya. All right. With that note, I suppose it's got nothing left but to say goodbye. Have a lovely evening, and Dr. Phil out.